Avenue, right there by the colorful bridge by Maryland Avenue.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, homeboy said he hungry. Let me get him a McChicken, get him a little small fry, try to help the man out. So I handed him a bag, and he threw the bag back at me and said, "Bitch, I asked you for the money.
Yo.
Not for the food." I said, "But your sign said you need food. You need money for food. I fed you the food."
That's sad. He threw the McChicken back at
Through the whole, it was a fresh McChicken.
He wasn't hungry.
He wanted some.
I really wanted to
some
fight
Remy
him.
Martin.
I was like, oh yeah, you about to get these mighty ass hands, cause bitch, I just paid my good money.
Well, nigga, you ain't getting shit.
He wanted some rum and coke.
He dead ass threw the shit back at me.
He threw
A whole fresh ass McChicken. Like, how you going to disrespect me like that? Okay. So after that, I stopped feeding homeless people.
I feel you. They entitled,
Entitled like a motherfucker. Your sign say you need money for food. Bitch, that means you need food. So I'm gonna feed you.
Yo, is there a way you can turn that down? I don't even have it all the way on, and that shit is loud. Cause I got, the studio beats.
Now, have y'all ever been to Vegas? Nobody's ever been to Vegas?
No, that wasn't. I haven't.
Okay, so listen. Vegas got this bridge, right, where all the homeless people just be sitting and they got their signs, but they signs be the truth. Like, why you need a stripper if you try and see a pole? And they be talking about they dick.
Wow.
And then you just be like, you know what?
That was clever.
That.
That was clever.
I like that.
A nigga with a sign that said, "Help a nigga."
wow.
Listen.
When I saw it, I was like, I know we don't give homeless people money, but I was like, yo, I'm sliding.
Yeah.
Because if it's
help a nigga out.
Yeah, My
You
dude
never
was
seen that type of sign.
listen.
Yeah.
My dude was like, listen.
That's just
I'm
honesty.
really just trying to get some coke and a bitch. And I said, okay, let me give you this $5.
Wait, his sign said, "I'm just trying to get some coke and a bitch."
Yup.
Hey, at least he's straightforward.
Yeah, he's honest.
And
He's
I
not
didn't
trying
even
to.
ask
Yeah.
what type of coke. I didn't know if he was talking about a Coca-Cola.
I respect that more when you give it up. When you give it up.
Take this $5, big dog.
Because in Colombia, motherfuckers be having families
Yo, it's sad.
with strollers and shit. Asking for, I know, you can't even believe it.
But then it's so petty because the kids be sitting outside looking like they want to just tell their mother that they want to go home.
They just want to go home.
Like, it's hot out
That's
here.
it. Yeah, like, can
I'm
we
ready
go back to the
Can
BMW
we go in
and
the
go
car?
home? Yeah.
Can we go sit in the car?
They
Like,
go
no.
home.
I never had my kid out here just.
Nah, they be wildin'.
Goddamn sign.
First of all, I couldn't because my son snitch. Like, he'll literally, after a while.
She is
he'll
lying
forget.
to y'all. She is lying.
Listen, he will snitch.
Yeah, he's
Like,
like,
homeboy will forget everything that we talked about and be like, "Mommy, I'm ready to go home and play with my Switch and get a nice hot bath and eat some McDonald's food with your credit card."
I'm
Like,
fucking dead.
I mean, hey.
Like, he will snitch.
Nah, niggas, your kids be the ones. They gonna tell on you.
They
You know
tell
what I'm
on
saying?
you.
They gonna tell on you. Harris, did you get the sound fixed?
Oh yeah.
The thing? Should, is it loud to you? That's not loud? Do it to yourself.
This nigga just be throwing shots.
Really? I'm just gonna brace myself. I'm gonna watch when you do it. I'm gonna just be like, "Go ahead, nigga, hit the button."
I'm trying to catch it off guard.
Wait, have you been rolling this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we've been recording this whole time?
Yes, we have.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Absolutely. Well, welcome to the Subtle Impact TV podcast, man. With no further ado, let's get right to it. You know what I mean? I got a great guest. Another woman has come to the Subtle Impact podcast, man. And we got my homegirl Ty in the building. How you feeling?
I'm great.
You're good?
Yes,
You feeling
absolutely.
good?
Chardonnay is hitting the system.
Let them know what we drinking. We was gonna just disguise and
Right,
think it
we
was
being
water.
a little bougie.
Yeah, but
we being a little bougie. Chardonnay.
in the red cup.
Chardonnay.
Not the wine glass. The
Not in the wine
Chardonnay in the red cup. I feel that. But I really do appreciate you coming here. I gotta preface this, right? All the women who come on the platform, that's a big salute to y'all, because a lot of y'all don't be wanting to come on here and talk that shit and get it off. I understand it's a safe place here though. You know what I mean? It's a safe place. It's just a little verbal warfare. That's it. That's all. But you know, I do want to also mention we got Subtle Sundays coming, so y'all stay tuned for that. Every Sunday, not every Sunday, but most Sundays we're gonna try and drop episode for y'all consistently, and then go check out that last episode we did with Irie, new project coming. But this is the Let's Talk About It segment. You know what I mean? We get in here and we talk about a couple of raunchy topics, if you would say that. So let's get right into it, Ty. Like I wanted to know, you know what I mean? I was talking to somebody and I was wondering, you know, do men always pay for sex? You know, right? Like I know, of course, you got the prostitution aspect from it, or the escort aspect of it, but it could be transactional or just technically speaking, right? Because a man taking a woman out to the movies and then whatever transpire after that, I mean, that you know that he's taking you out and buying dinner and going here and gas and all that. So is he still technically always doing it? Because that never ends, really. Like a man is always going to be paying for some stuff. And you also do know that, and in return, whatever you give him, is that technically him paying for it, whether it be transactional or just technically speaking?
Absolutely.
That's what
Men pay for. If it's not even just men though, but I'm gonna start off with the man. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, if homeboys say, you know, I'm trying to take you to dinner, I'm trying to take you to Ruth Chris, trying to take you to the Bygone, hey, you on top of the Four Seasons, hey, you looking over at the harbor, blah blah blah, you know that dinner gonna be at least about $250. Okay?
You know.
As a woman, you just be prepared to give out $250 pussy. I'm just saying, you can't give him movie theater pussy. You can't get from Friday's appetizer pussy.
Right.
It gotta be the Bygone leg on top of ceiling fan, swinging, doing some whole type. You might gotta put some shit up your ass, ladies. I'm sorry.
Yo,
like, you might have to do something.
Listen, hold on. We starting off the pod really, really hot. And that's tough because, you know, if I'm gonna be honest, I mean, I agree with you with in the sense that you know that this.
Yes,
cost.
you know,
you know what's going
the
on.
Outcome of what it is.
Right.
If you going with homeboy and you hungry, you know that women do have men that are strictly for food.
Okay, that's
that's
another thing.
For food.
That's facts.
Now for the ladies that have a man that are strictly for food, do not let this man pick you up, because guaranteed he's not gonna either take you home or y'all gonna be in the car talking for a hot minute because he's gonna be trying to get your drawers.
Do you feel like it's petty if a girl knows this and she don't give up nothing on the date? Or,
absolutely.
So you think on the first dude bags you all go out first time, like it has to be that even if he's paying for everything, or do you make him like the chase still gotta be there to some degree?
I mean, the chase still has to be there. Like don't think that your pockets are gonna suffice for sex, because I can pay for my own $250 dinner. I can pay for your dinner and my dinner and not give a damn. But you still gotta keep it interesting until the night gets to that point.
Gotcha. So he may be able to work his way into that on the first day, but that don't mean it's guaranteed just because
it's not always guaranteed.
Okay.
So as men, I don't think you should always go for the top tier.
Okay. Start at BJ.
Yes.
And then work your way into a Ruth Chris or maybe something
like get the interest there. But if you start at Bygone and you know that you're going to the Bygone with this man, be prepared to say bye to your legs, because they splitting that night. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
I feel that. But I'm curious to see what people say about this.
Now there are gonna be women that are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sleeping with no man on the first
date."
That's
what I'm saying.
I don't
a lot
care
of girls
how much he paid for.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Stuck this dick in the parking lot. We all know this. But it's certain aspects, women do try to play that game of, like, oh, he can't buy me.
Right.
Oh, he think if he spend all his money on the first day, he just gonna get some.
Right.
Then let him know that. Let him know that up front. Like,
wow,
baby,
that's a fact.
Don't be out here spending $200 because I'm not giving it to you that first time. Like, you got to work for this.
Yeah. See, let me just say that I would think like the fellas don't expect to get, you know, all the way that first night, right? Like maybe she might not let you hit the first night, but to your point, be honest about like the woman shouldn't like just because women can play it both sides. Like I'm gonna just like you said, I'm gonna use this dude to take me to these nice restaurants, and I'm not getting.
Right.
I know I'm not giving him
why
nothing.
his left hand on your left titty.
And then things get weird from there. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like your take on that. I'm not gonna lie. And I knew that you would start the pod off just so passionately. Love it. But my thing though, right? So this actually segues into the next topic. Do you feel like women are receptive to men's efforts, like when they're interested, versus when they're not interested? A woman will try and violate a dude. So for example, if like a dude is flirting with a girl and then she actually finds him attractive or likes something about him, she'll flirt back, or she'll be a little more like open, right? But if she's like, I'm not feeling him, he's ugly, he's lame, he's corny, she might be like, this nigga's harassing me. Like, but the same level of effort is being played. It's not like dude is doing anything different. It's just that she not that interested. So I've always thought like a lot of the Me Too stuff is going on, and like, you know, there's a lot of women who claim things and stuff like that, and I'm sure that definitely takes place. But I'm also thought like, what if she were actually interested in or not even interested, but what if, you know, she wanted him to do that? Would her reaction be like, get him away from me, he's harassing me? Like, I feel like when a woman is interested, the man could apply the same amount of effort. He could send you some flowers and you wouldn't be like, ew, why would you send me some flowers? You don't even know me like that. But if a man that you like sends you some flowers, you're gonna be like, ooh, girl, you know who just sent me some flowers? Da 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 da. So I just always thought that was interesting how women flip, because like y'all be violating us when y'all don't be interested. It'd be very disrespectful. But why is that? Like, how you just, I don't understand it. Like, some niggas come with the same game in every situation, but y'all be so like just disrespectful, man. It's really fucked up.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it is a man that I'm not interested in, right, and he's applying pressure, I'm gonna kind of back up from it, and be as nice as I can. Like, you know, I'm not interested. You know, I'm cool. You're a cool dude, but you know, I'm not trying to go that level with you. Whatever. Now, if you still pressing, and I done gave you those hints, and I done told you
that's different. That's different.
Homeboy, go ahead about your business. You look like a sloth from Ice Age. Like, go ahead. Like, now I gotta get disrespectful. I gave you time. I gave you time to walk away. I said, you know, I'm good. Right, I appreciate the gestures.
Yeah, the pressing is too much.
I think that you should stop, because I'm not feeling you that type of way.
Facts.
Now, on the contrary, if I am feeling you that type of way and you sending me flowers, hell yeah, I'm gonna boost it up to my girls. But what I'm not about to do is play around as if, you know, I like you just because you sending flowers.
But what if the dude? But see, like, if the dude doesn't press, right? Take that pressing out, and he's sending you stuff. Girls be like, "Oh, this dude's stalking me." Like, and he's literally just doing the same type of effort.
So we talking about the interested dude or the non-interested dude? I mean, the one that women are interested in, or the
one that women aren't interested in. Like, she'll literally label him as like maybe a stalker or a creep. Like, I've heard those types of terms thrown at men who do things that if a man who a woman was interested in did, she would be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit.
It is the same thing, but it's coming from the wrong person.
And
so when it's coming from the wrong person, a woman can tend to have those unfortunate labels of stalker, creep, whatever. Now, that label can come about if I've told you to stop 3 times and you continue to go.
And you keep pressing it.
That is a difference. Yeah. But if homeboy just did it once, he not a creep. He just trying to show you his interest. Now, you either need to let this man down gently and tell him the truth, you know, go about your business however you got to go about it. But there are women that tend to prey on weak men. So they will see that a man that they're not interested in is doing everything that a man that they would be interested in should be doing.
Yeah, right.
So for them, it's like, okay, well, I got old ugly dude over here doing everything that I want him to do. I'm gonna let him keep going while I wait for the trash ass fine man over here to just lay there and do absolutely nothing and do the bare minimum.
I feel that. So they prey on the weak dudes, knowing that they're going to give in.
They going to give them food. They going to give them drinks. They going to give them money. They going to give them cards, flowers.
Suckers.
All of the exactly. But then you look at this man like he a sucker when all he has known is that this woman has accepted everything that he's given. So to him, she's showing interest. To her, he being a stalker. But baby girl, you accepting it.
Facts.
So who the stalker? Because you taking it all in.
See, that's perspective, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I like to have the ladies come on here. I like to have the grown women come on here. You know,
don't lie to these folks. I ain't grown.
She grown. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I just like the perspective because I think the young girls would not even feel this type of way. I don't know.
They would be objective and probably be defensive that
it would be
are
defensive.
Attacking them.
Exactly.
Like, why should I get what I want from a man? And that's not always the case. Like, I am my own man.
Hit a gunshot. I need a gunshot for that.
I am my own man
Bow.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I feel you. And you don't want to be too independent. You know, I'm not to the point where I would say, let me speak for myself. Like, I don't want a woman who would feel like she don't need a man at all. Like, fuck men. There's no point in me ever being with a man. Like, you know what I mean? But I definitely agree with that sentiment. Yeah. Like, you should be, you know, independent to a degree for sure. But, you know, I think we're seeing extreme cases of everything now. Like, we're seeing extreme cases of being free-spirited, extreme cases of independence, extreme cases of anything you could think of. Every category. It's just we take it over the notch right now. But, you know what I mean? Hey, 2021. Ain't shit surprising to me. No, but you know what is surprising to me though is how girls be like, a dude is a hoe. Like, you know, most girls that I talk to like have never said that they wanted the dude that no girl want. Girls are weird. They want a dude that he don't have no hoes, but all the girls want him. But he's just his most faithful dude ever. Like, it's just like girls be very misunderstanding of like the level of how things work. Like, you want the dude who's popular to some degree and known and not like weird and introverted, but then you also don't want him to be with you don't want him to be out here and too social. So I just think it's weird because girls almost make it like a pro when a dude is a hoe. Like, it's like, oh, I've heard girls say, oh, you a hoe. Like, not me personally. I'm not talking about me, never. They be like, oh, you a hoe, da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to talk to you. You got all these girls, da-da-da. But they still, like, girls put up a lot of fake fronts. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot.
It's an insecurity.
A lot. But, what? Like, why even make that a thing, though? Like, making the dude with all the girls, like, oh, you a hoe, but I'm going to still fuck with you. Like,
that's an insecurity for women. So I'm gonna stop you right there. Yeah. The reason why women want the popular man is because they're insecure about themselves. They want others to see that they got a person that was just so popping and so known that it makes them known. Now everybody envies them. Women like that want envy. I don't want you to envy me because that means you out here trying to be my competition and can't nobody compete for my spot.
Facts.
So I don't want the man that's out here promoting and he known all over the gram and you walk outside the doors and he got fans. No, as a woman, that is an insecurity of her to say that she needs somebody so popping that it gives her some type of image. That's the problem that women have is that you feel like you need a man. And I'm not going to lie, I had this personal issue, but you feel like you need a man to make your image. Women are not raised to be their own selves. Like, yeah, we're raised to be independent, but we don't know how ourselves even operate without a man. It's like, oh, okay, you go to family dinner. Oh, okay, you got a little boyfriend.
Yeah.
You got a little friend or something. Oh, dang, girl, you been single for 5 years. You ain't got no little friend or something.
The little friend is hilarious. You be a girl's little friend forever.
It's disrespectful. But at the end of the day, this is how women are raised. They're raised to think that a man makes their title. So they think the popular man makes their title popular.
So it's like a status,
Absolutely.
thing. That's interesting. I never thought about it like that, but I always wondered it though because you know it's like you know the girls like when you talk about how you don't want your man to cheat on you and do stuff like that. Then you want the dude who done been around. He done fucked all your homegirls, everybody you know, neighbors, shit like that. Been around. So it's always backwards. But two, something you said, like y'all don't really know, like you don't really quite understand yourself sometimes either.
Right.
So it's like it's hard to know what you may want, you know, when you don't even know, like it very delicate, you know what I mean? Like I would say that's how the best way to describe women. Just
and this is
delicate.
exactly why I said it's an insecurity, because that man is cheating on this girl for 7 years and she's still there.
Ain't that a bitch?
But that's because
it be the
he's
nicest
popular.
girls. It be the nicest girls.
No, don't.
Well, I know some nice ones. I thought they were nice, and they was just getting cheated on, and they look crazy. But I mean, of course, you got the floozies. You know what I mean? The
floozies be the ones that get married though. That be the
Isn't
confusing
that crazy?
thing. That be the confusing thing, because you ask that floozy to cook for you, and baby girl gonna boil you a hot dog, and she might just burn it. She might boil you some ramen noodles. That water gonna be a little fucked up.
The water gonna be fun.
She
the laundry can't get done.
The laundry can't get done. Clothes can't get folded.
You come home, she in the same spot.
She done put bleach on the wrong shit. You know, she fucking.
She done ruin your favorite shirt. This nigga can't go to work. He can't even go to work now and feel popping.
Yeah. You know, the sis up here trying to, make you something to eat. You keep coming home to fucking Tyson's chicken nuggets, Purdue. She can't even bake them right.
Purdue,
but
man.
It's the women
the
that
hot pockets.
It's the women that can sit up here and braise some damn oxtail for 13 hours and have it with some rice, beans, cabbage. That's out here sitting like, oh, okay, well, I'm getting taken advantage of. Yeah. But homegirl over here who can she can do a split on that bitch.
Yeah. She can get it popping. She can get it popping.
That maybe, the homemaker can't do.
But that runs out. You know what I'm saying?
But men don't think like that immediately.
Yeah, no, not immediately.
They think of it as, this is fun for right now. This is what I'm enjoying. She helps me enjoy my life, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. The homemaker ain't going to do that, because the homemaker going to be like, baby.
It's funny you say this, because I was watching.
We need new comforters.
No, facts. Because I was watching a girl podcast, and they were saying how, like, the hoes be winning in the end. Like, absolutely. They end up getting married, you know what I'm saying? The hoes is fun to be. Men look at it like that. And then they be on
Maury talking about, I had sex with my husband brother, and I don't know who the baby daddy is.
And that's tough. And that's what's crazy, man. These I'm not even gonna name drop, but it's just crazy. Like when you see certain niggas be doing things with certain women who that's like the same thing. That's like the reverse situation. Men who fuck with girls who are known hoe, like us, we don't be wifing a hoe. We will fuck a hoe. Like, but some dudes will wife the hoe, and everybody
they
telling
they saving them.
Right. But women will literally get with the nigga who been with everybody and be like, oh nah, like he
gonna settle down with me, girl.
Yeah, like we
gonna be together forever.
It's cool. Like I don't know. I've always thought that was weird how women process that. But like I said, y'all don't know what y'all want. That's the bottom line. No. Yeah. See. And then we have a woman who could agree. Let's get a gunshot or some clap, something. Oh man, yes sir. Subtle Impact TV. Let's get it, man. So I had a question. I heard somebody ask this before. Who is the home wrecker in situations? Is it the woman who cheated with the husband, or is it the husband who? Or let me rephrase that. So. The woman, right, like that the man steps out on, or is it the wife that he's married to? Does she wreck her own home? I've heard some crazy things, right? Like that's an interesting thing to think about.
That is.
I had never even thought about the wife being the actual home wrecker.
Now, yeah, that is some truth to that. Right. Now, home wrecking, to me, it takes two to do that. It's never just one person. Like, in order to wreck someone's home, that door must have been a little cracked.
Right. It was cracked open a little bit.
And if not all the way open. By the wife or the husband. Now, from the wife's perspective, women can become complacent more than a man. Where they have the title of wife. Some of them have the title of mother. They are homemaker. They are doing 75 different jobs. And they oftentimes can forget about their man. and the needs of that man.
That's facts.
So there are those issues. Now, I can say that that is a way that a woman can wreck her home is, one, losing that communication aspect, just losing the things that kept them together in the first place.
Facts.
Now, where a man comes in, men are just more physical. Women are way more mental than men. Mm-hmm. We don't always react. Whereas a man can physically react very quickly. So that's how he can ruin his home. Now, the floozy bitch, now, she might, it just depends on if she even knew that he was married. Because there are some men that take the steps to get away from their status. There are men that have schedules where, you know, they work from 9 to 5 and then they don't come home until 7 because they had a happy hour, but their wives don't know that they had a happy hour. It's things like that that allows a woman to come into a marriage.
True. Into someone else's marriage. Go ahead.
But as a wife, you do have to realize that some things are your fault. Your faults.
Yeah.
Faults.
Yeah, that's
like,
fact.
Stop blaming.
Take accountability.
You cannot always blame a man and say he was the reason that the relationship ended.
Facts.
He is the reason that he is his own reason why he cheated. Now that men do make their own decisions, but at the end of the day, if you have not pleased that man is gonna find some pleasure somewhere else.
That's a fact. If you let a woman tell it, you say, "Oh, why'd you and dude break up?" She be like, "Oh, like he was just so toxic." Man, bitch, shut up. I don't want to hear that no more.
That is true.
You let a woman tell it, she gonna always say, this man was so toxic. He just put me through the ringer. Like, oh, he did this, he did. You will never hear her say she, or I. My bad. She will never own it. There's no owning like what her part of it was.
Right.
So like to your point, it's just like you said. Like you got to take some sort of like it's something is your fault. It take two to tango. Mm-hmm. So
now I can speak from experience with this issue. So when my relationship ended, I initially did blame the man because to me it was like all of these things that I had gone through that had transpired in our relationship, I felt like were his fault. Months down the road, we're at month 6, I believe. I have a different perspective because I now have to look at my toxic traits and what I did wrong or how I could have done things differently, how I didn't make sure it was pleasurable to come home to. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like I said, men are reactions. Facts. Like they react. They are physical. Facts. Your mental isn't always as explicit as ours is, where you're able to just express yourself. Because that's not how a lot of men were raised. But as women,
especially black men,
exactly. But as women, we tend to blame the man because he wasn't as vocal as us, or he didn't say as much, or he didn't just express himself, not realizing that he may be more of an action type of person. So him coming home with your favorite chips when you're not feeling that good, or him coming home with Chinese because he know that y'all haven't had it in a while and he want to see you smile. Those are things that he could have been doing the entire relationship, but you stopped acknowledging those things, i.e. me, stopped acknowledging those things because they weren't what you expected them to be. And a lot of times women think that they can change a man instead of going into the relationship understanding who this man is and that this man is his own person and that he doesn't have to do everything that you want him to do. You want to be loved as yourself. You need to love your man as the same exact way. Now, if he's doing things that are a little harmful to himself, okay,
right,
help him out.
Let
him know.
Yeah, help him out. Help a brother out.
If he's out here and he's being safe and he's taking care of home, he's taking care of you, he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He's trying to fix himself. Don't be the toxic person. Notice your own toxic traits because women have them. That nagging and tones. Tone was a big thing for me. As calm as I talk, my mouth was reckless. It still is a little reckless, but it comes out
The
wrong
tone.
for a man.
Yeah.
Men are sensitive. As much as y'all be like, oh, I'm hard up. No,
Yeah,
baby.
everybody's sensitive. I've said this. Everybody's
Nah.
sensitive. Everybody got. If you don't got
Exactly.
feelings, you're not a like. Are you not a human? Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? But I agree with you. I mean, round of applause yet again. Like, it's well said. Like, at the end of the day, it takes two, and somebody got to own it. And you know, the only thing I'm gonna say about the what you just said, and we leave it at that. I just don't understand how some women could never get to that point of like looking at it like, damn, I need to work on myself. Some
Because
women
they've never taken the time to.
How do you be going through life? You in like mid-30s talking about
Women
like
go
all these
from
dudes just
one
did you
relationship
wrong to another,
the
and
next,
not
never
even
realize the common denominator is them.
It's crazy. They really do though.
They never will notice it because another man will love me. I don't want another man to love me. I want somebody to cherish me. So in order to be cherished, I need to change these things. I need to notice these things. Because last time I checked, in these last 3 relationships, if I said this one thing, homeboy was ready to go. So maybe it's something that I'm saying that's not coming across properly.
This episode is for the grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? This is all grown shit. Oh man, yes sir. I love it. I love where we on right now. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Okay. All right, so we got a few left. This actually is something we already kind of touched on, but if a man is in like that relationship with a woman and he's cheating, right? This goes to the home wrecking thing, but women definitely fake care that you in a relationship. Like a woman would be like, "Oh no, like I can't mess with you. You got a girl."
Absolutely. That's the segue.
Bitch, shut up.
That's the segue. That is the segue.
You don't care. You don't care.
You can't mess with me. You got a whole
family.
You
got a
whole girlfriend. You got a whole
A
girlfriend. You got a whole family, whole wife at home. Just so she can hear, man, I don't fuck with that bitch like that.
Yep.
That is the segue. Because for
why do y'all do that though? That's what I asked the question. For them,
it then becomes, oh, well, shit, he available. And for some women, that's good enough. They don't want 100% of a man. They just want one thing from this person.
Yeah, they just want one thing, whether it's trips, whether it's sex.
Exactly.
That's facts.
They want a percentage. They don't want that whole 100 because that whole 100
is a lot.
Come with everything. Yeah. You got to pay bills.
Yeah, facts.
Splitting shit.
That's true.
You got to buy houses. You doing shit.
So the fake Karen is like you just can't like faking it so that it don't seem like you just a complete hoe. Like, oh, I know you married. I'm a fuck with you anyway.
Yeah.
And then also you saying that there's an aspect of they don't even want what comes with even being with you on that type of level. That's crazy. I just think it's crazy because honestly, like
she don't want to be the baby stepmama.
But you gotta commend men though.
She don't want to do no pickups, no drop-offs.
None of that. Exactly. None of the responsibilities.
She wants no responsibility. That's the biggest thing. She wants no responsibility. But she wants every aspect that comes with your pockets and what you can do for her physically, and that you taking time out from your family to spend time with her, so she feels important. But other than that, she don't want nothing else that comes with it.
So I got 2 things for it. You gotta commend men for being at least that transparent. Like, man, fuck the dude you with. Like, women won't say that for all the time. You know, men will be like, man, fuck. I commend that boldness. Not to say I think that's the type of time you should be on, because that's not what I subscribe to. But I would say women don't even do that. You want to do the fake. It's just like the homeless conversation we having. You want to fake like, oh, you down, but nigga, just tell me what you need the money for. You want to go get something to drink? You know what I mean? Fuck it. If you're going to tell me what you want it for, here is the $20.
It is a manipulation of women. Women swear that men are the biggest manipulators. It's actually a woman. Like, a woman can manipulate the fuck out of you.
Let's get a gunshot.
Like, sis can have your social security number. She might got your pension in her left pocket. Like, there are women that are literally they are literally the biggest scammers because they notice when there's a weak mind, especially with a man. Especially with a man.
The devil's work.
Absolutely. they
Absolutely.
They can look at a man and pretty much smell it. Like, oh, okay.
That's why I find
yeah, he
strippers so
don't care.
interesting. Because I think they're like experts at it.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. But you know what? I was thinking, that was my other thing I was going to say to you. You have, is it with women, is it like a it's also almost like an ego, not ego, but like, oh, I can get your husband.
Mm-hmm.
I can get your husband. Like, I can get your boyfriend. You know what I mean?
We
like,
are taught to be competitive for a man.
That's true. Yeah,
Just
that's true.
in general.
Yeah, you got to compete. Yeah,
I
that's
have
true.
to. There are 15 women to one man. Don't quote me on this because I don't know the full statistics.
But there is way more
But
women.
there are
than,
way more
yeah.
women than there are men.
Facts.
So women have this notion that I have to be the best of the best. And if I want something, I can go get it. I don't care who it belongs to. It's going to be mine at the end of the day.
Facts.
That is how just innate for women. It's possessiveness.
Right.
They oftentimes do not care about being a homewrecker, sleeping with this husband, that husband. They don't care. They are looking for things that are beneficial just to them.
Just to them.
Just to them.
Ain't it a goddamn shame, man? I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, part of me respects the hustle of the women out there, kind of like just maneuvering and just taking advantage of the weak and doing what they do. But then another part of me is just like, man, like, it's just like, because even a man could be like heartbroken over
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
But
I think men might even be more
men can be heartbroken
for some reason.
That's
what I was about to say. Men be heartbroken for real and turn into whatever y'all want to like label it for real. But women, like, they could, like you said, you go from one relationship to another, and you just be you developing into a savage right in front of your very eyes. You don't even realize what's going on.
No, but all she think is, I'm never alone. Baby, sometimes you need to be alone. You need to let that cat go on to sleep.
That's a gunshot.
And be alone.
No, facts. You do need to be alone.
Let the cat rest.
The cat.
Because the cat
need to let
is
everything
no longer
rest.
purring.
You need to let everything
She no
rest.
longer purring.
You need to
let it go, boo. Chill out. Calm down.
You gotta let everything
Take that time
rest.
out to understand who you are. Baby, you probably don't even know your middle name because you done been to different relationships, okay? You don't know your middle name. You don't know your daddy last name. But you know Mr. George last name.
Mr.
You done ran up in his house while his wife was gone. Women just have to take a break. Honestly, because jumping from relationship to relationship does not make you popular.
It doesn't.
It makes you, at the end of the day, lonely as fuck.
It does.
Because you don't even know who you are.
Nope. You want some?
Absolutely not.
Throw a gunshot just for absolutely not. And all I want to say to that is, hey, Ty's preaching, man. I honestly thought, like, I didn't know what I thought, but I thought like maybe it would be a little. But I also think that now that I'm thinking about it, you understand men a little more than your average woman. So you talk your shit, but you get it though.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I just really discovered this mindset over the last few weeks. Just being alone and having to focus on myself and the things that I like and what do I enjoy doing so that I know what my stipulations are the next time I'm ever in a relationship.
But even before then, right? Like, yeah, and that's the time to yourself that you're speaking to. But even before then, you were still, there's some girls who are just not grounded to the point where they could even hear a dude's perspective. They're like, like, we need some women.
No.
We want to hear from the ladies. Like, what you know what I mean? It's an imbalance, right? But a
lot of women don't like accountability. They don't care for it. They don't want to hear that they've done something wrong.
Why is that? Tell me, because I agree.
Because it's very much an ego thing. Like, as much as we speak on men's pride and ego, ours is pretty huge. Like, you tell me I done did something wrong. Okay, well, go get the next bitch so she can do it right. That's the ego. That's the ego.
It's like, how do you even get to that exactly?
You get to that point because women think that whenever they do something, that's it. That's the right way. And that's not always the case, and we never want to hear when we're wrong. But there are some that will embrace it.
Yeah, that's facts. There will. Shout out to those women.
There's some that immediately embrace
Come
it.
to the
There are
platform.
women that do grow into having to embrace the accountability, which is the stage that I'm at. Is embracing the accountability. Because beforehand, you tell me I'm doing something wrong. Well, motherfucker, go to the bitch that's doing it right then. How you know if I'm doing it wrong? Who done did it right?
That's the immature.
That's where the immaturity comes in. Absolutely.
I can't believe some people don't grow out of the immaturity stage.
No.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
have
Be
no reason
immature
to.
forever.
That's because they jumping from relationship to relationship. They don't have no reason to.
What?
Somebody gonna deal with it.
That's the thing I was about to say. Well, this is not immature, right? So this is not necessarily the best segue, but I do think women be chameleons, right? So
Absolutely.
y'all be whoever you need to be for the right dude.
Yep.
Not even the right dude, the guy in the moment currently. Like y'all could be this pretty little housewife. You could be some fun girl you could take to the club. You could be the girl I can introduce you to moms to. You could be literally whoever you want to be. Y'all turn into comedians when the homies come around. Like it's just like a different level of like you said. What would you say? Y'all manipulators. Like you know what I mean? That's the better segue. Like y'all be manipulated. I just think that's facts though. Like you get with a girl and you be like, damn bro, she's the one for me. But it's like, I'm not saying that she only being that for you, but you know what I mean? Like girls can sometimes be really good at what they do. Y'all are great actresses.
Yeah, we definitely can be, especially when it comes to a man that we're interested in. We attempt to show ourselves at all different levels, whether it's ourselves or not. Like this is what most women will attempt to do. There are women that will change the way that they dress because a man dresses a certain way and they want to keep this man interested. There are women that will change the way that they talk, the way that the music that they listen to, whatever, their walk. There are women out here that literally will change themselves.
They like sports now.
Exactly. They will literally change themselves for a man to keep that man interested. Now, it's nothing wrong with wanting to keep your man interested. So you start to do the things that he likes.
Facts.
Or you start to find interest in the things that he's introducing you to.
Yeah.
That is no problem. But when it's a problem when you no longer know who you are.
Yeah,
it's just
no identity.
Well, he like women with blonde hair. Let me dye my hair blonde.
Facts.
Okay, well tomorrow he like women with short hair. Oh, let me cut my hair off.
Right. You don't have no identity. Yeah.
You have no identity. There's
fact.
where that difference comes in. There's
facts.
nothing wrong with keeping a man interested. There's nothing wrong with finding his interest, your interest. Like there's nothing wrong with becoming a partner. But there is something wrong when you decide that you need to change all your colors for this man.
Big facts.
And I think of that too when it comes to in the black community, specifically, when a black man is Muslim, there are women that are willing to just convert as if they have no idea what it is. Women need to research things like that first and foremost.
Right. Anything.
You can't just go into another religion just because this man is telling you to do this.
Facts.
You can't just move because this man is telling you to move.
Yeah.
There are women that can know a man for 3 months
and
be like, oh, okay, let me pack up my life.
Pack up.
Let me go on over here with you. Let me, have a good time with you. It's so many aspects that women are just able to change about themselves, and you change it so much that you can't even change back to the original form.
Nah, that's a fact. That is the lost identity.
Very much. It happens all the time.
So apparent.
You will hear women say so many times, when I was married to this person or when I was in a relationship with this person, I didn't know who I was. Yeah, because you changed for that person specifically. So every relationship you get into, you're always constantly saying, oh, I lost myself in that relationship. Yeah, because you did everything that person told you to do. You were never yourself. You were a puppet the entire time.
Gunshot. And lastly but not least, man, I hate this. Any man out there who has a girl, you've seen this before. Your girl go out with her friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? They have a good time. Oh, go. You know what I mean? Go have fun, dude. I'll holler at you. I'm going to be on the PS5 or something. I'm going to be doing something. Me and the niggas might hit the casino. It might
Right.
be anything, right? Your girl, they posting Instagram pictures. You starting to look. You like, hold on now. I don't even think I seen this dress before. Mm-hmm. Are those new heels? Mm-hmm. You starting to see a whole new ensemble you've never seen. Mm-hmm. Girls be dressing it up and making it so real, like when they go out with they homegirls. But when it's you and her, it's date night. I mean, date night they might spice it up and shit.
Right.
But it's just funny how girls like they go all the fuck out when it's the girls trip or the girl whatever. They go to even something small. You like, damn, man, like I haven't seen you dressed like that since I met you, goddamn. So it's just funny. I always wonder, like, do y'all be doing that on purpose to like remind a nigga what he has, or is it a matter of this is just it's an event, it's an occasion. So hey, like I might as well, like we don't, because sometimes in relationships it gets stagnant. Like you don't have occasions, like right, you just do the same routine. So I always wonder, like, damn, why girls. You looking at a girl or I've heard niggas even say like, damn, my girl be going out looking all good, and then I don't feel like I seen her dressed like that in a minute. But then you gotta ask yourself as a man, right? Like what you done did for her to even dress up for real.
As a man, I don't really think you should question why a woman is doing something. So I'm gonna speak from the woman's perspective. So when a woman dresses up for her homegirls, it is for the occasion. And it is to make sure that you ain't about to shit on me while we outside. Because, baby, I got this work. Like, you not about to do this.
The work.
So, that is one of the main, that's two of the main reasons why you will see your woman wear some shit that you ain't never seen before.
Yeah, you might not have never seen. Because it's like,
hold up. All right, you going out with TT and Ashley? All right, yeah, TT and Ashley be out here with they titties out and, you know, sis, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. You gotta keep up.
You gotta let it be
keep
known.
Up a little bit. Yeah.
Now, as a man, though, if you do notice that your woman, because I can speak from experience. Right. I've had this same exact talk.
Facts.
And I was not accountable for it. I was immediately defensive. So
okay.
I will tell you how the response that I gave was the utmost disrespect. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. It was no cursing or anything like that. But I did not acknowledge where he was coming from.
Right.
So as a man, you are going to take notice as to the fact that every time y'all go out, she's in more comfortable clothes and she's not as dressed up as you have seen her become.
The effort. Yeah.
A lot of times it's not even that women don't want to put forth the effort. It's the fact that we just have an understanding that you'll love us in whatever skin that we in. So we are just like, I don't have to be this glam goddess. I don't have to go out like this. I can just be out here in some Yeezys, some sweats, and a tank top, and he gonna love me regardless. Okay. Whereas when you out with your girls, it's like in a sense you have to kind of blend into that setting. Like you can't go out there with your Yeezys and your sweatpants and shit on like that. But with your man, you get to be your comfortable self. I get to be natural. I get to be myself with a person that I love. Now that's not to say that women do not become lazy about their images, because this is another topic. I was lazy about my image and it strayed us further from each other, because at the end of the day, my man still want to come home to something that smell good. He still want to come home to somebody that then took a shower and she ain't sitting in the same pajamas from this morning.
Yeah, facts.
But women don't acknowledge that. They think that, you're supposed to love a person for who they are in whatever form that they're in. As a man, you can tell her ass, oh, okay, we going on a date tonight. Girl, I know you ain't about to wear them goddamn shoes. Go upstairs and throw on some heels, please. Go up there and throw on that cute shirt that I like.
Yeah, throw on something that I like.
Throw some makeup on.
Throw on something that I like, please.
And as an adult conversation needs to go, it should be, if your man is telling you that he wants you to dress up a little bit more, dress up a little bit more.
Yeah, don't take it offensive.
And I'm speaking from experience, because I argued this thing down, that you coming for my self-esteem. You don't like how I look. You're doing this. You're complaining about this, when all this man is telling you is, you're the apple of my eye. So why not dress like it?
Yeah, fat. Ooh, Lord.
Why not, when we go out, be the apple of my eye? Walk in front of me and I'm sitting up here watching you like, damn, she really out here fire. When we go in the house, she's
That's it.
still fire. But when we step out, she come out here and the whole world stop for her.
Yeah,
That's
all.
what men enjoy. And as a woman, and I'm 29,
Yeah.
it has taken me years to understand that.
Facts.
Because first of all, when I get into my relationship, I get very comfortable. And you don't
As
ever
most
want to,
people do,
right? But
yeah.
you don't ever want to speak on it because you don't know how far your comfortability goes. Mine's went as far as letting myself go and not paying attention to my image and how I looked when I stepped out the door and how he might have felt when I stepped out the door. I was selfish in that instance. And some women can be selfish. They focus on their image and how they look when they out with their friends and not having that same consideration when they out with their man.
That's real.
And it does stray people away.
1000%. Well said. I don't have nothing to add except I will put some of the onus back on the dudes because sometimes you said people get complacent in relationships. That's definitely true. But men could also, sometimes you get into that routine of doing the same things. So sometimes you got to do things differently so that she can dress like, you know what I mean? Like if you're not doing any, you know, if you're doing the same things over and over, maybe it might get a little repetitive. You got to add a little spice to it. You know, that's it. But I agree with you in everything you said. I mean, I've said a lot of those sentiments before, and so, you know, no need to reiterate, but definitely, wow, well said. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man. I honestly think I learn a lot more when I have women come on this than I think I'm gonna. Cause I feel like I know the women prior that's coming on, but like I don't really look at it like, oh damn, I'm about to learn something. You always learn something when a woman around, give you a little bit of straightening. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. That's it.
Now the one thing I do want y'all to take like all women to take away from this: women, date your man, cause you're not the only person that need to be courted and chased after and all that. Date your man.
They trying to be house husbands.
Plan a date. Plan a trip. Even if you're not even the one planning or paying for the trip. Tell him, hey, I want to go here.
House husband gang,
this.
man.
Absolutely. Tell that man, listen, I ain't got the funds right now, but I do want to try this. I do want to do these things.
Seriously.
9 times out of 10, men have no problem with providing if they were raised to be providers. They have no problem with it.
Yeah.
But as a man, you want to be chased too. So women, you're not always going to be chased. Be just as persistent to him as he is to you.
I hope this reaches the young pups, man. God damn. Wow, anybody, but particularly the young women, you know what I mean? Just listen. Or if you old and you still stuck in your ways, not old, excuse me, older, stuck in your ways, you know what I mean? You know, listen to my homie Ty, you know what I mean? She just giving y'all a little bit of game. That's it, you know what I mean? Don't take it to heart. You know, oh, she don't know what she talking about.
Those comments gonna fly. That's fine.
We're not even saying that though. Like that's what people. I need that to stop though. Just because somebody says it doesn't mean it's law. It's just somebody's opinion. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all.
You see the state that we in. We can't have opinions. Opinions.
You can't have no
money.
opinions. But you know what I mean? We're not gonna go too far on the rant, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. You already know what it is. Episode like 24. Let's talk about it segment. We had Ty come through, come kick it. And I'm out of this bitch.